Scott, are you ready for the Fast and the Curious?
Oh, I'm ready.
You're
I'm
good.
ready. Let's go.
Nice, easy one to start with. What do you prefer, people or dogs?
People.
There you
I do
go.
have a dog. I do have a dog.
Oh,
I
the
do.
poor dog now.
The poor
Won't
dog.
show the dog this,
Fonzie will
won't
not
show
be
this.
happy, but people all the time.
If, like boxers do, leaders had an entrance song that they had to walk into, what would be yours?
Boom, shake the room. My Will Smith, I imagine.
Ah, there's good.
Something like that.
I love it. Fashion or art?
Fashion.
What's your favourite book?
Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
What's one leadership skill you think everyone should master?
Reframing your mindset.
Would you rather travel back in time or to the future?
What a great question. I would like to go to the future. I'll go to the future because, why not? Let's see what's
Well,
coming.
you've got to work out your next 10 years. Yeah, we need to know what it is.
Yeah.
Zoom meeting or in person?
In person.
Yeah, all the time. If you had to appear on a TV show, which one would you go on?
Question time. I'd like to put across some significant discussion points with government, but I like the art of debate, and I think actually if you come in with a different perspective and a different point of view, I think that's quite good to test your own understanding and knowledge on
Mix it
stuff.
up. Yeah, I like it. What's your secret weapon in a high pressure situation?
Questions, like asking a provocative question.
Throw it back.
Throw it back to the room. Yeah. See what. Again, to help people reframe why the tension is there in the first place.
Makes sense. If you could swap lives with any famous person for a day, who would it be?
Martin Luther King.
Which do you prefer, the world before social media or the world with it?
It sounds very old school if I say the world without it, but I've got a big nostalgic streak of when I was a kid and playing football every night, coming in when the street lights went down. But I actually saw there was a Purcell ad a few years ago, and it said that kids now have less outdoor time than prisoners, and that makes me sad.
That's incredibly sad.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's all down to social media, by the way, but what I am saying is that without social media, the onus was that you went out in real life and you spent time out and you went and met people and you made commitments and you did sport and you did all those things. And I actually, my two daughters play sport, they play football and they love it. And I think more of that stuff that keeps people away from screens is just,
get out.
It builds your life in real time, so do more of it.
Agree. If you had to describe your leadership style in 3 words, what would they be?
Describe it in 3 words: unblock, unlock, unleash.
Unblock, unlock, unleash. Oh.
So unblock success and the barriers that get you there, unlock new thinking, bring outsiders in, bring outside perspectives in, unleash, create action and make it happen for impact and value.
Boom.
Boom.
Well, I can't believe I'm about to do this one. Are you ready? Boom, boom, shake, shake the room, or boom, 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 let me hear you say, well, which one?
You see, the first one, because that's the entry music that I said I'd have
You're gonna have that one?
Yeah, but I like
I
the other
prefer
one.
singing the other one.
I like the other one for a different energy, yeah.
If you could only work in one city for the rest of your life, where would it be?
London.
What's one thing you have bought that you now regret?
A drone.
You never used it.
No, do you know what? I bought the drone because I love photography, right? I absolutely adore photography. I saw a friend of mine at a wedding had a drone and he showed me all this stuff and I justified to myself that I would do more photography. When we came out of lockdown, we went to Cornwall and I said to myself, I'm going to buy a drone so that I could take those lovely ocean shots of of Cornwall. And I did for 3, 5, 10 seconds.
That's it.
And I loved it. And then I put it away. I never use it. It's not that I regret it, but I don't use it.
You don't use it.
And it's certainly not as I intended to.
If you could instantly change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
My pessimistic side. I am 90% optimistic, and I, just like my mum, I believe in being optimistic. But if I do get pessimistic, I don't enjoy it in myself, and I can get in a funk, and I would change that. But I have to change it because I have to reframe myself.
Yeah.
But if I could really remove it from my life altogether, I would.
Be easier.
Yeah.
Right, you're going to have to apologise for my pronunciation, ladies. Jurgen Klopp or Arne Slot?
Oh, this is a really tough one. Arne Slot. I have to go with the present Liverpool manager because I love Jurgen Klopp and I think he did incredible things for us. And but Arne Slot has slotted in.
Nice.
In a new way.
I love it because I haven't got a clue who these people are.
They're Liverpool
and my
managers.
husband's even written it so I could actually say it. I don't think you even spell their names like this. But he's an Arsenal fan. He wanted to get this one in.
Okay, yeah. Arne Slot.
What's one thing you wish more leaders would stop doing?
I wish leaders would stop making the simple complicated for their own hubristic, ego-driven reasons. and recognise that simplicity breeds the opportunity for your teams to create the solutions to the puzzles that are right in front of you.
It's like you rehearsed that. That's beautiful, beautiful.
Just join the dots.
But let's go a bit crazy. Would you rather have toes instead of fingers or fingers instead of toes?
The latter.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's a really good question. I once wrote a character. I sometimes do these little bit of writing, and I once had this idea for a character who actually could only use their feet, but was it, you know, Ocean's 11? They were integral because in a cinema they used their feet to get into the bag of the person they needed to, stole the phone, and used their feet, did all the code. But because people didn't realise that they could use their feet so dexterously, they were literally disarmed by the fact. And so this character was a massive integral to the plot because they got the phone, got all the information out of the phone, put the phone back in the cinema without ever being noticed.
I didn't expect that answer.
No, I didn't either. But it reminded me of a character that I'd written. But imagine if they did, if you had to have feet. I mean, effectively though,
very clever.
People who need to use their toes are their fingers.
Very, very strong.
It's incredible.
If you had an extra hour in the day, how would you spend it?
Sleeping, because despite the fact that I really would say that I manage lots of parts of my life, and I'm not really into the kind of optimization of everything.
Yeah.
Sleep is something that I probably don't do enough of. So I want to give myself 8 hours a day. I've probably really squeezed 7, 6.5. So I would use it to get my 8 hours of sleep. Because actually it's the most important thing for your mental state.
100%. And last one,
and stuff.
If your leadership journey were turned into a movie, who would play you?
Denzel Washington.
Nice choice. Thank you so much. That is your Fast and Curious.
Thank you very much.